Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. Today we are going to be working with the masks from the Link Together set. I've got Lemon Lime Twist and Daffodil Delight. And the reason I didn't use Lemon Lolly was because I wanted something that was really going to show up on the Lemon Lime Twist. So I've used the greeting from the set and the dies from the set, and then some rhinestone basic jewels in the middle. So let's get started. What do we need for this card? Okay, we need our mats. This is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8, and I've cut the middle out to save paper. Then this one is 5 1/4 by 4. Again, I've cut the middle out to save paper. And then the middle piece is 5 by 3 3/4, just so everything mats up nicely. Now I've put a little bit of adhesive on my paper here so that I can just hold that down, and I've cut out all of the small pieces that I need, and then I've just got a standard basic white card base. So we are going to get started. I'm using mask number 1, and it actually fits perfectly over the 5 by 3 3/4. So I've got the paper stuck down, so all I need to do is hold on to the mask itself. So I'm just going to ink up and come in and add that color. It takes a little bit of time to get the color where you want it. And I want to make sure, especially in the middle, that I've got good color coverage, because I realized when I did the card, the sample card, that it really, you really need to see those kind of lines. So I'm just pushing color in. And the reason I'm blotting off is to try and avoid a lot of kind of the dark lines. And if it moves, you just line it back up again. You can tape it down as well, but I thought just for speed and ease during the video that I would leave it. Okay, I'm just going to add just a little bit more color in the middle here. There we go. Okay, so that is our base. And then we're going to come in with the Daffodil Delight, and we're going to put that right over top. Okay, I'm just going to move those out of the way a little bit. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm lining the paper up, or lining the mask up with the paper, making sure that I am aligned all the way across. And what I'm not blotting this off first, because I want the color to be seen. Like, I don't mind if there's darker bits, because I've already put a relatively strong color underneath. I want to make sure that you can see the Daffodil Delight over top. Now this would be really cute in, say, Lemon Lime Twist with Granny, or with Melon Mambo over top, or Berry Burst, or even if you wanted to go with like Azure Afternoon or something like that. But I've worked with the pinks and greens a lot in the last little while with my toadstool gardens and that. So I thought I would stick to some other colors just for a little bit. Okay, so now we're just going to lift that off, put that off to the side, and just carefully peel this off my paper. There we go. Like I say, I just put a little bit of adhesive on it just to hold it in place. And you can see the difference with making sure that I've got lots of color in the middle, how much stronger this one is. So now we basically just have to build the card. So I'm just going to, I'll pop these up here so you can see what the measurements are still. And I'm just going to start adhering things down. The first thing to go down is the Daffodil Delight. And you can use, it doesn't matter which one you use as your base color and which one you use as your matting color. It's entirely up to you. Now, because I've got adhesive in the middle of this page, it's going to stay stuck down. But I'm just going to drop that down like that. And then we're going to take the Lemon Lime Twist piece. I really like Lemon Lime Twist. And we're just going to layer that one up as well. Again, these margins are really small, so it was just to get that hint of color everywhere. And we're going to just mount this, and then we're going to add our flowers and our greeting. And there we go. So that's our card basically made. I need to just add, I'm going to put this up just a little bit higher. On here it ended up being a bit low, so I'm just going to put it up a little bit higher, and I'm just going to add just a couple of pieces of adhesive, and I'm going to pop these leaves into the adhesive. You won't see it because the greeting will be over top of it, but I just wanted to make sure that we could see lots of the kind of the foliage where it all kind of got covered up on this one. Now I'm going to dimensionalize my greeting on, and then I'll go through and I'll add the flowers. And I used mini dimensionals to add the flowers. So we're just going to pop that down like that so we can see the greenery. And then I just need to add my mini dimensionals to the back. And these flowers have holes in the middle. If you wanted to, you could do adhesive paper or do adhesive backing and capture those. I'm not doing that for this because I'm going to use it in a different way. Now is this one? Okay, that one's upside down. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to put a mini dimensional on the back of each one. And I'm using the smallest of the rhinestone basic jewels. See, and that's why I was using the piercing tool, was so that I could put it down right in the middle of the flower and not end up being able to see the dimensional. So there we go. And another one, and then the last one. So then I just scattered them around wherever I felt they could go, kind of offsetting the greenery so I didn't cover up the greenery completely. And that's why this one, the greenery is really covered up by the greetings. That's why I did it just a little bit. Oh, there we go. That one's stuck down now. And when you push these down, you can feel the sticky in the middle. And that's perfect. That's exactly what we need. So I did some of the flowers in the lemon lolly just for something a little bit different, just so that we had, so that we could see just a little variation of color. There we go. Pop that one up like that. And honestly, if we're here and we think, well, that's enough flowers, we don't need any more flowers, then we could stop. And if we decide we want more flowers, we add more flowers. So I'm just going to pop this one in like that. And then I'm going to use this third larger one. And I'm just going to pop it over here like that. Now I'm going to come in with my adhesive rhinestones. These are kind of done in a strip, and I've kind of cut them apart. They still kind of stick a little bit, but I'm putting them right in the center. And the rhinestone gems are adhesive, but the adhesive from the dimensional is there as well. So these are really, really going to stick down well. And these, the smallest of the rhinestone basic jewels, are perfect. They are the perfect size for this. Just pop them all in there. And I like how the center of the flowers kind of echoes the dots in the center of the flower design that we masked on. So that's the two versions. I must say that I prefer this in the middle and lifted up a bit than right down at the bottom, which is often why I do two cards. So thank you so much for watching, and let's create together again soon.